good with the I think it should be live.
This mic or do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And this is already on, so all I have to do is start recording. This is the October 15, 2018 regular meeting of the Board of Supervisors, 4 p.m. Oh, is it 2 p.m.? Even though it's 4 p.m., we're coming back.
It's fine. I don't think we care. Well,
It's fine. I can redo it.
well, you know what? Shit. Well, now you got to do it anyway. But because you started to say August anyway, so
Yes,
just,
I did.
here, let me let you do it all.
Ready?
Probably because I'm staring at you.
Yes. This is the October 15, 2018 regular meeting of the Board of Supervisors, 2 p.m.
So they should not be able to hear that. No, they'll learn that. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Okay.
I just came here from here, so.
Yeah.
They came
Oh.
early. You know, I think last time I did it, we did it like a half.
What? Just testing the mic. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask the chambers to please come to order. Thank you very much. I'm County Supervisor Joe Simidian, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all this afternoon. Our board has been meeting in closed session. Those closed session deliberations have concluded. It is time now for us to reconvene in open session, and we will ask that you all rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, which will today be led by Supervisor David Cortese. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all very much. Having completed the Pledge of Allegiance, that takes us to item number 7, which is to consider recommendations relating to certificates of appreciation, commendation, and proclamation. Board members, as you will note, there is only one item. That is item number 7A, which is to approve certificates of appreciation to Employee Excellence Award honorees for October of 2018. I'm going to ask the clerk to please display the voting panel on our screens, ask for a motion and a second, and I would urge an aye vote, or we'll have a room full of very disappointed people today. So if we could have all 5 of you please vote on the screen. Those votes now having been cast, we'll ask the clerk to please display, and the results is 5-0. Thank you all very much. It means we are now able to present those certificates of approval for our Employee Excellence Award honorees, and I'll ask Dr. Smith to lead us in that exercise.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the board. So, will the honorees for today, which is the October celebration for our fabulous employees, join me up here to my right and my left? There should be 9 of you, and the rest of you can clap and yell and scream. Okay, so this is always a fun time when we get to honor a few of our fabulous employees. You're here to represent all 22,000, so sit up straight. No, just kidding. But we do have 22,000 fabulous employees, and we're very honored to have you here for this month to make sure that we recognize your accomplishments. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call your name and have you come stand here by me, and then I'll read a little bit about you from your supervisor. Then I will turn you over to the President Simidian, who will give you your plaque and your award, and then come back and sit in your seat. And after that, we will have some pictures after we've done with everybody else, okay? And all of you out there, happy to clap and don't throw things at me. But let them know that you're proud of them. So, Julie Jacobson Gentry is first. Hey, Julie. Nice to see you. Julie is an Appraiser 3 in the Office of the Assessor in the Real Property Division, has been with us for 5 years. Julie demonstrates exemplary public service. Her coworkers value her opinion on the most difficult cases. She upholds the county's fiscal responsibility by successfully defending assessed values. Only the most complex cases go before the assessment board for hearing, saving the county time and money. Julie patiently confers directly with the property owners, appealing their assessments to ensure that they understand the process and the assessment rules and regulations. Are you talking with Apple? No. Don't buy Apple phones. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Julie's attention to detail and commitment to quality work are reflected in her presentations to the appeals board. She resolves appeals quickly, despite review requirements and documentation demands. Julie maintains total transparency with the property owners throughout the process. She truly exemplifies the spirit of teamwork in the assessor's office. On a personal note, Julie is married with 3 children. She enjoys watching and helping out with her daughter's color guard performances. She stays fit with hot yoga and hot Pilates. That sounds hard.
It's fun.
She is a member of, Spadal? Spidal, a Swedish community in Morgan Hill. Congratulations, Julie. Josh Powell. ESA has too many people with me. Josh is with Human Resources Assistant 2 with ESA Human Resources and has been with us for 3 years. He is professional, helpful, and friendly to everyone. Josh is committed to effectively and efficiently providing quality service to the recruitment team as well as to the clients. He is quick to begin any task set before him, and he is often coming up with new creative ideas for accomplishing that task. Josh is eager to learn and help others. His interactions with the clients and staff are exemplary, whether he's delivering good or bad news. Josh, is there bad news in ESA? Never. No, you guys do a great job. He is mindful and respectful of all and values everyone's opinion. It's a pleasure to work with Josh. Without him, ESA would be at a great loss. Congratulations, Josh. Good job. Sarah Kerr. Is it Kerr or Sarah? Sarah is a paralegal with the Office of the Public Defender in the Paralegal Unit and has been with us for 2 years. She started as a legal clerk and quickly was promoted to paralegal. Sarah is professional, efficient, intelligent, and most importantly, embodies the mission of the Office of the Public Defender. Sarah treats each client with compassion and dignity, all while embracing the office's holistic approach to criminal defense. Currently, she's assigned to a courtroom position. She regularly collaborates and communicates with court staff and judges, always keeping in mind the importance of treating each client with respect. She has a direct relationship with the judges, which has allowed her to make streamlining suggestions that always help. For example, Sarah streamlined the reentry center court referral process so that clients are not denied services. She understands each drug court department's logistics and therefore serves as an important resource to our attorneys and staff. She's also a good communicator and shares any relevant changes in the department with fellow team members. Sarah takes the initiative and volunteers before she is called upon to provide coverage. Thank you very much for everything you do, Sarah. Good job. Peter is a deputy sheriff in the Office of the Sheriff in the West Valley Patrol area. He's been with us for 10 years. Deputy Marshal is currently assigned to the recruit training officer at the Sheriff's Office Academy. In his previous assignment as on patrol duty, he built an impressive body of work, but his actions on May 3rd, 2018 were truly heroic. That day, Peter responded to a call involving a 16-year-old male in crisis. The juvenile had cut his wrist earlier that morning and threatened to jump off a freeway overpass. Peter located the despondent juvenile on a ledge above Interstate 280 in Cupertino. Didn't I see you on TV?
I'm not sure. I don't see broadcast of that.
Maybe I did. With the teenager precariously perched over freeway traffic, Peter engaged the male to gain his trust. The teen was set on ending his life, and his hands were getting tired of holding himself on the ledge. But Peter was patient and spoke with the teenager with genuine compassion. He eventually convinced the teen to come off the ledge. The mother was extremely grateful for the care Peter exhibited that day. His display of warmth, understanding, and empathy is emblematic of his approach to his duties as deputy sheriff. Peter now strives to impart these same values to the new generation of deputies by guiding recruits in the academy. Deputy Marshall is married to Cecilia Marshall and has 2 daughters. His hobbies are mountain biking, hunting, practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His collateral duties at the Sheriff's Office include the dive team, the Honor Guard, and the Bicycle Patrol Division. Congratulations. Really makes me proud. Just think of that. By saving one life, he's saved hundreds of generations going forward, because that teenager will grow up and have a family. Good job, Deputy Marshal. Hui Nguyen. Hui is an information systems analyst too in the probation department, information technology division, and has been with us for 4 years. Hui is an outstanding team player who is well regarded by his colleagues. He fosters mutual respect in the workplace by readily sharing knowledge, offering technical assistance and technical support. We recently led a complex video and media broadcast initiative for probation, which required a cost and benefit analysis, production selection, and implementation. The implemented project resulted in a significant cost savings compared to those that were offered by outside vendors. The savings enabled probation to acquire additional needed technology equipment that furthered staff productivity. In another example, Hui's technical prowess was evidenced by his mastery of the WebSense internet filtering and monitoring system used by other departments. His expertise of WebSense enabled probation to leverage the product's use for its workforce. Hui's can-do and positive mannerism contributes significantly to the overall department, while aligning with Santa Clara County's core values. Well done, Hui. Wen Ha Vu. Did I get it close? Wen Ha is a social worker 3 with the Social Services Department, DFCS, Dependency Intake, and has been with us for 19 years. Ha has worked with approximately 500 families. She treats each family situation differently, assessing their unique strengths in order to determine their appropriate support and the resources that they need. She takes a true interest in getting to know every one of her clients, including their cultural and family values and beliefs. She's a strong advocate for families and uses her experience to think outside of the box, helping to keep families together. She employs the help of extended family members along with community resources to that end. Ha partners with cultural brokers to help further empower her clients and build a circle of support within their community. She was one of the first to advocate for allowing BSW interns to do their internships at DFCS. Previously, only master social workers were allowed. A number of those bachelor social worker interns returned to pursue their master's internship and subsequently became employed by DFCS. She contributes to the social work profession with her strong leadership and circling support around interns. The true testament of her work is that even after the cases are closed and the families are no longer part of the system, they continue to contact Ha with updates on their children, showing that she's truly made an impact on their lives. Congratulations, that's great. Fabulous work. That is a really hard job to do for 19 years and not get burnt out by all of the sadness that surrounds you. To be able to be positive, thoughtful, and caring. Great testament to how wonderful she is and how wonderful all of DFCS is. Kristen Walsh. I should say Dr. Walsh is a physician at VMC in the Adult Custody Health Services area, has been with us for 2 years. Since starting her employment with Custody Health, Dr. Walsh has been a tireless advocate for the expansion of services for inmate patients. In addition to her role as a primary provider of care to all incarcerated patients with HIV, she coordinates with the Reentry Center to establish an in-custody reentry clinic. This clinic led the investigation of a syphilis outbreak recently at Elmwood and led successful efforts to secure funding for HIV Hep C testing in the county jail. Staff love to work with Dr. Walsh. Her clinical acumen is superb. She is first to volunteer to help, whether this is to cover for a colleague or to take extra call. Our organization could not have asked for a better physician. In her free time, Dr. Walsh enjoys hiking, running, paddleboarding, traveling, baking, and watching meteor showers. When do you have free time? Additionally, she volunteers in the AIDS-devastated communities in Africa, and including Swaziland, Ethiopia, and Uganda. She's married this summer. Congratulations, Dr. Walsh. We have fabulous doctors in our entire system, but it's exciting that our new CMO spent a big part of his career in Africa fighting the Ebola crisis, and now we've hired Dr. Walsh, who spent a significant part of her career fighting AIDS in Africa. Just goes to show how caring is multinational. Good job. Nancy Nielsen. Nancy's a clinical nurse 3 in the NICU, Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, and has been with us for 30 years. Wow, what a service. That's great.
I started, I was 9.
Yeah, I was going to say, you must have started when you were 10. Maybe it's because I'm just getting old. Nancy was chosen for this award because of her compassion and commitment to her patients and colleagues alike. Through her dedication, she has led an initiative that's been the foundation of Nursing Wellness Committee and works to spiritually support the caregivers. One can understand that. That's a tough job, working in a neonatal intensive care unit. Hard dealing with those little babies. Starting as a grassroots effort in her own department and spreading like wildfire, Nancy's Code Lavender program and Zen Dens have demonstrated to the staff that their well-being is equally important as the patients that we care for. Nancy's eager to share her knowledge and has presented this concept of self-care to numerous nursing units and conferences. Besides educating staff on ways and techniques to provide emotional support for families, Nurse Nielsen made it a priority for staff to implement ways to care for themselves. In addition to her work at VMC, Nancy also is a spiritual care volunteer through the Diocese of San Jose and visits hospitalized patients to offer comfort and communion. Great job. Strong work. Very good. Our employees really are a family. We need to take care of ourselves and take care of each other. Good job, Nancy. Ray Maiden. Ray is a hazardous materials specialist too in Consumer Environmental Protection Agency, Department of Environmental Health Hazards Materials Compliance Division. Okay, you guys need to shorten that name.
Hazmat.
Hazmat.
Hazmat award.
Close enough. He's been with us for 9 years. Ray is a role model to his peers. Humble and dedicated, he goes above and beyond in both his job, for his colleagues, and for the clients. Ray's numerous qualities and vast experience as a regulator have made him the go-to inspector for seeking advice on emergency response, safety, report writing, interpersonal communication, and training. He volunteers for collaborative projects and complex cases. Ray enthusiastically mentors many of our new inspectors. He is proactive in guaranteeing the safety of the SEPA staff and the community that we serve. He is admired by the operators of the facilities where he provides training and guidance so that they successfully meet the state requirements for hazardous materials and waste handling. For Ray, it's not just about being a regulator. He wants his operators to understand why those regulations are important. Ray is a valuable member of HAZMAT, and his example positively shapes how they accomplish their mission as a team. Were you involved with the hazardous materials problem in the SNF facility that we ended up? No. You probably know about it, though. Yes. On a personal note, Ray served proudly in the U.S. Navy aboard USS Kitty Hawk. He enjoys spending time with his wife, Janet, and his son, Scott. His interests include Ford Mustangs and brewing craft beer. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, I think I got everybody. So one big round of applause again for everybody. Personally, thank you all again for doing such a great job for our clients and our employees. Without you, we really wouldn't have a county, we wouldn't have a community with the civic pride that we do. So thanks again so much. Now we're going to ask you to form a semicircle and we're going to take pictures.
Without objection and hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you very much.